get married.
Ha! You can't get married.
Why not? Black people can't marry white people.
Hey now.
It's Garnet from Steven Universe.
Kids, don't be racist.
Cut. Okay, people, we just need to get coverage. We'll start again in 5.
This is the cheesiest job I've ever done. Stuff like this doesn't actually happen in real life.
Whoa there.
Are you kidding? It totally does.
Just because this has never happened to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Seriously, I didn't know.
Yeah, everyone messes up sometimes. But you gotta realize it hurts to deal with racism. And when people act like it's not real, it makes it feel even worse.
You have to acknowledge racism to work against it.
You're right. I can do that.
You kids better work on this before the wedding.
Whoa, that's just
We're
for
just
the
actors.
script.
We only just met today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp.
Who are we? The one, the only, ISHC! We're too legit to quit!
And happy Friday, everyone. Can you believe that that's actually on Cartoon Network? That's actually something that's on Cartoon Network. How could they take something that I loved so much and just do that to it? That's brutal. But now we know. You gotta be anti-racist. And correction, that clip from last Friday was not from Steven Universe. I just assumed it was because it's the same, animation style and the same values. I don't remember what the hell it was called. It doesn't make any sense. But I said that the one last Friday was Steven Universe, and it wasn't. This is Steven Universe. I've never seen Steven Universe other than annoying clips online, so... But man, if that clip doesn't make you want to go watch Steven Universe, I'm not sure what will. Because they're actively anti-racist. Yeah. That's what the world needs. I can't remember. I think Infinity commented on the stream from last Friday saying what the name of that other show actually was. The one with the about the trans kid. I don't know. They're both equally awful. But the big story today is the Trump search warrant affidavit has been released. So, we should go over that. I mean, right? I mean, this is pretty important stuff. So we got got it here. Introduction and agent background, so nothing really important here. Oh, well, our first redaction. Oh, a little bit more redact. This isn't even the important part. Source of evidence, you can just break this down to say, trust me, bro. Then we get our list of definitions. Definitions. More definitions. And here we go. Get into probable cause, which more of this just says, like, trust me, bro. And then, when we get to the meat of it, this is what we get. This is quite informative, quite informative. It keeps going, it keeps going. Oh, we got a little bit of text here. Where they're just talking about that they took 15 boxes apparently, and they kind of describe how many unique documents and what kind of top secret, confidential, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say anything about what they are or what they were looking for. So, okay. Oh, a little bit more, some more block. Oh, okay. And now we talk a little bit more about nothing. Oh, well, at least we got some more redacted information. Wow. This is really answering all the questions that I think everyone had. And then again, it just has random statements like this, which just amount to, trust me, bro, there is probable cause to believe this. Oh, okay. I wish I could see that. It keeps going. Man. And then it comes again to basically, based upon this investigation, you know, all this great stuff that we got, I believe that the storage room, the former president, blah, 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 and other spaces within the premises are not currently authorized locations. So again, it's trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. Okay. Well, still blocked out a little bit more. Oh, here's the conclusion. And so with all of that just wellspring of information, the conclusion is, once again, trust me, bro. I submit that probable cause exists to believe that evidence contraband, fruits of crime, and other items illegally possessed in violation. But this again, trust me, bro. Then here's the procedures. So you got some definitions for some words, and you got their procedures, you know, for how to handle the documents. But that's pretty much all you got. And then there's the letter from Trump's attorney. So yeah, that was a lot of helpful information. I think, well, I mean, they proved their case. I'm convinced Trump is a guilty man. I mean, I don't know what he's guilty of because, well, I mean, they didn't even say, but you know, we certainly got all the info we needed. I mean, that was actually, if you wanted to release this and make Trump look like he's in the right, well, they certainly did that. Just a lot of trust me, bro, and then a bunch of black lines for 30 pages. Wow. What a joke. What a freaking joke we live in, man. God. But you know what? It's Friday. And actually, I've just got some fun stuff today. We're not going to get too... I'm not going to play, like, you know, the progressive pastors and the progressive clergy or the gender-affirming hysterectomies and all that stuff that just makes you want to end it all. We're not doing that today, all right? First thing we're going to do, in preparation for the weekend, this is my new favorite song. I've been jamming this all day. You got to check this out.
What's the song that is played where everybody is on the chair, everybody at going to my mind's going blank now. What's happening? What I can't remember. I'm gonna lose track. My mind's going blank now. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on here? Where the hell are we? My mind's going blank now. I can't remember.
I miss the days when this was like 80% of what was on YouTube.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What am I doing here? My mind's going blank now. Where am I headed? I keep forgetting I'm president. Where am I? No idea. Last night on the television, I was on a telephone rapidly rising with I don't know. COVID has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's lives reflected in the NHEI. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him in that. We're going to seize the ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Yeah.
This takes me back to like the cyber police, you know? Consequences will never be the same. Yeah, these were the good days of YouTube, man.
NATO's purpose is to defend against aggression.
But this is new, so I'm glad to see that people are still doing it. It's like Remix Bros. Those guys are killer, man.
Near and dear to you that you like to be able to... Anyway. My mind's going blank now. What's happening? What I can't remember. Lose track. My mind's going blank now. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on here? Where the hell are we? My mind's going blank now. I can't remember. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What am I doing here? My mind's going blank now. Where am I headed? I keep forgetting I'm president. Where am I? No idea. I don't think as...
It's like the Antoine Dodson. Remember, like the remakes they did, the remixes they did of him. But oh, I needed this. It's been a stressful week, guys.
The idea that the political coverage of the... I want to thank and recognize Dr. John Kingersong. Good song. I can't get this to focus at all. My mind's going blank now. What's happening? What? I can't remember. Lose track. My mind's going blank now. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on here? Where the door? My mind's going blank now. This is to go on with your first drink for Friday. You gotta crack a beer, pour some wine, something. We're having a good time tonight. All right. That's from Socialist Mop, who I only just found this dude. He's hilarious. He makes great stuff. What's the song that is played where everybody...
Again. Yeah, Socialist Mop. I just found it today, so I guess I'm behind the 8 ball on this since it says he hasn't posted a video on YouTube in 5 years, but he's on Twitter. That was the first video he's posted in 5 years, man. And it just happened to come up in my feed today. That's how you know it's going to be a good weekend. My mind's going blank now. And we're just going to keep the good times rolling. This was something, man, cracked me up. I watched this video like 6 times in a row. Blacks create a truly inclusive ballet without white supremacist notions of graceful, flowing movements, balance, and symmetry, elaborate sets, and costumes for a more soulful, jumpy, bouncy African ballet. So basically, all I could figure out from this video is that they took the worst parts of like hip-hop dance and ballet and made them into something new. And I'm not sure how that's not cultural appropriation when they do it, but watch this. And there's no music on it, so you just have to listen to them dance to weird country bluegrass music. Why? Why do this? Focusing on ballet fundamentals, Bryant introduced a hip-hop element to the traditional dance. Man, we've never seen anything like this before, you know, where they take something that has long traditional roots and then they hip-hopify it. They blackify it. This is revolutionary. Is laughing at this clip going to be the thing that gets me canceled? Am I not allowed to laugh at this? It's hard to know. God, man. Yeah, I mean, what is... It's like when they take, like, you know, you see that they're remaking some, like, classic musical, and they're like, with a modern twist, and you're like, son of a bitch. So you're telling me you're going to take something that was halfway decent and you're going to ruin it. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's like all they did was like, well, we'll take the outfits kind of ballet, sort of, and we'll just have them do hip-hop dance, but like on their tiptoes while wearing ballet shoes. Bam. Whole new thing. Oh, man, why? Something the world did not need. Who's the target audience for this? That's what I don't get. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like when they go, okay, we're gonna remake this musical. We're gonna do Sound of Music, and you go, huh? They're gonna do a new Sound of Music, but with a modern twist. Damn it! Why don't you just make it shit? Just write that down, and I'll know what you're talking about at that point. So also, speaking of modern women of color, the New York Democrat primary winner admits the entire quiet part out loud. Socialism. Man, have you seen this? This is something else. What's her name again? Kristen Gonzalez. Here, listen to this. Well, this was an AOC backed candidate, I guess. I don't know. Somehow I don't know. I don't give a shit about what the elections are happening in New York. They're morons. What do I care?
Liz Crowley, she called, she conceded.
And first of all, are you looking at this audience? Of course, this is who is here. I mean, just one more. Look at this audience. Oh, look at them all.
Liz Crowley, she called, she conceded.
The soy levels in that room are off the charts, man. Off the charts. Marry a drop of testosterone to be found, but soy and estrogen just to the moon.
I know we're saving the speeches for a little later, but today we really proved that socialism wins. We are not going anywhere, and we will not stop until we see a socialist slate across this city.
And it just wouldn't be a meeting of socialists if there wasn't a guy like this in the corner. He's got some kind of ethnicity where you can tell he's not white. And he's got that kind of beard, and he just looks like he's just this weird, out of shape guy. Balding, but has a beard. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, that is just par for the course right there. That's how you know you're at a meeting of socialists. That's what we need, man. Yeah, and then the guy with the mask drinking a Corona. Dark times in New York. Everyone keeps screen capping this guy. What a loser. Oh, classic meme. Excuse me, comrade. When do we get the free healthcare? Oh, these people, man. Yep, estrogen and soy off the charts. They've rejected all testosterone. That's what you got to do. Yeah, Josh, I'm taking it easy this Friday. I had a long, stressful week. It seems like other people did as well. I'm sad that you just joined, though, because you missed the... Here you guys go, by the way. This is the channel, the Socialist Mop, that has the Biden remix.
What's the song that is played where everybody is on the chair, everybody at the, go.
There you go. Take a listen to that all weekend. But in the spirit of still just having a good time, for some reason this ended up being a musical heavy show that I put together here today. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but I'm okay with it. like I said, we don't need any more. Just for one show, we don't need gender affirming hysterectomies on 12-year-olds. Just one. We can go back to that later. But of course, you know, it's all about finding cringe things and talking shit about it. So of course we won't stray too far from the path, you know. Prepare yourselves.
Hi, I'm a pubic hair. Yeah, I'm just a pube, and it's not fair. Only.
So if you don't know, this is a 2-part ad for Venus Razors. The pube song.
Ever wished to be was just another hair, but when they got one look at me, the ruling from society was ew, not you. Oh, what's a curl to do? It seems like all the ads are showing perfect skin and shiny hair, but what about this other world inside?
Who said that this was a good idea? The amount of production that went into this. Dude, the amount, I mean, look, the animations, the music. And through all that time, no one was like, are you sure this is going to land? You think people are going to like this? And this one is actually still up on their page. The other one, it has like 1.6 thousand likes and like 48,000 dislikes. And so they removed it and they made it unlisted. So luckily I still had the link from when I found it the first time, but it's unlisted now. They removed it. That's how much people hated it.
What's a curl to do? It seems
This is part
like
one.
all the ads are showing perfect skin and shiny hair, but what about this other world inside your underwear? It's okay to say I need. You really can see pubic. No need to be ashamed. It's even kind of therapeutic. Why the mass hysteria about the pubic area? There's nothing diabolical about this little follicle. So take care.
And I mean, this is supposed to obviously be about where they're supposed to be making it like, oh, pubic hair is okay. For some reason, we needed to have an ad about that from Venus, but they sell razors. So aren't they saying that it's not okay? I mean, don't they want you to save? It's a shave? Isn't that the point of the ad? It's like how I never understand the companies that are supposed to be manly razors. They always have a guy with a badass beard trying to sell you these razors. And you're like, wait a minute. Isn't this the opposite? Aren't you bringing the opposite to the table here? But okay.
Whichever way's your way, it's all okay.
Man. That's important stuff right there. But don't worry, that's just part one. And that one's still up. They left that one up because it has 2.9 thousand likes and only 611 dislikes. But I think it's because no one saw that one. It didn't go viral like this one. Has 1.3 thousand likes and 39,000 dislikes. And now it's unlisted, so you can't even, it's not even on their page anymore. So believe me, it gets better.
Feels for the masses for doing brows and curling lashes, but influencers won't mention me. Is the word pubic blasphemy? And yeah, you could ask your mama, who wants that kind of trauma? Hope can.
Why? Why, God? I mean, who... Oh. Actually, I can't tell. Is this worse? Or is the progressive clergy worse? I don't know.
Be found for your pubic mound. ashamed of my pubic hair.
Oh my God. Why do people do this? It's like every single company in the world falls victim to the hello, fellow kids. You know? Come on. Why would you do this?
I celebrate every hair down there. If it's shaved, it's waxed, or full of hair, it's my body and it's self-care. Since history, there's been a stigma, see. If you say pubic, then you're dirty. Say pubic. But it's your choice and it's your voice, so away with that.
Oh, this is just going to be, this is just a cringe challenge. That's what this this Friday is just going to be one long cringe challenge.
And let's make some noise. However you can. Say pubic hair. See the second one.
Yeah, why? Can I get a P? Get a U? I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
And the step two. Venus has the tools so you can do you.
They have the tools so you can do you. See, I showed you right here. It's unlisted now. They got rid of it. And 3.9 thousand dislikes. Oh, man. I wonder why. It so relates to us fellow kids. Did you? They had a rap in there, man. They were rapping. Usually the kids are all about that. And again, like I said, they sell razors. So why are they making songs about not shaving? I don't. There you go, Hawaii. You can write the next single for Venus Razors. They'd probably pay you handsomely for that, man. We could all use some extra cash in our pocket. All right. Yeah, I guess I should have named this Friday episode like the cringe compilation, and you cringe, you lose. I don't know. I didn't realize that was exactly what it was going to be, but we got to keep the cringe train rolling. So up next is, oh man, this is rough too. The How to Build a Sex Room from Netflix, a Netflix original. How to Build a Sex Room.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me right now that, knowing nothing about this, that's not the couple you would guess that would want to be on a show called Sex Room on Netflix. That's the couple that you would exactly expect. Jeez, God.
Thank you.
May I come in?
Yeah, come on in.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. This is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Welcome.
So,
Is it though? Or is it just every middle class, upper middle class, progressive white couple's place? Why do people think that looks so good? Yeah, I mean, that looks like garbage. What do you mean it looks beautiful? Okay.
I understand you want a sex room. My name is Melanie Rose. For over 15 years, I've been designing high-end homes. So when a client asked me if I'd ever designed a sex room, I thought, why not? Why wouldn't I go and design a sex room?
Well, you know, there's a lot of reasons why you maybe wouldn't do that. But what client is... I think that's when you drop that client. You just say, oh, I'm sorry, you wanted me to do what? No, that's you do that on your own time. I'm designing the room. Any room can be a sex room. That's not my doing. You go ahead and do that yourself.
When people hear the word sex rooms, they concentrate on the word sex.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the first thing people think of, yes.
And that connotates dirty, disgusting.
Wait a minute.
Don't give it some pussy tap.
Oh, it's so cringe. Why is this a show? Why? Oh, man. I'm going to try to make it through this.
But when I design them, they can be beautiful.
No video games in the room?
No, we're not playing video games.
And is it just me, or are these rooms not that beautiful to begin with? This stupid high class, like, that's like New York City high. This is classy. And you're like, I'm pretty sure having half of your room covered in red boas is not classy. It looks stupid.
In here, you're going to play with your wife instead. And they are places where couples can explore their deepest fantasies.
I would have never thought that being tied in rope would make me feel sexy.
Oh, that.
Why would people do this? Genuine question. Why? And then why would you make a show about it? I mean, these are things that you do if you want to, but you don't. You don't make a show about it. Or if you do make a show about it, why can't this just be on like HBO After Dark or something? I mean, that's it's weird to me that this is just put on mainstream on Netflix.
Brilliant.
Curiosity that is being unlocked.
I have a great general.
No, it's not. I just... These things are actually not normal. On this channel, we generally focus on the really weird LGBTQ stuff. But even, like, this isn't normal. And I just think it's interesting that we try to normalize it as like a... well, everyone should experiment with this and find what it is that you like. No, believe me, if you wanted to experiment with this, you would have done so already. You didn't need a show and then... Like, my point is, this is very niche. That's why it's a fetish. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing to do. It's not.
Contractor, his name is Mike.
I didn't break nothing. It was the little guy.
I always like to make his life a little bit difficult.
God, and these terrible edits, these stupid reality TV show edits. God.
Can you lie in the bed, please?
Hey.
Looks so great. Come on, off you come.
These rooms are just ugly. Remove the sex part from it. It's ugly. Get the room part down first.
Are you kidding me? You were our angel for our marriage.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
They say you never know what goes on behind closed doors. Ooh, but I do. Oh my God, this is like Christmas.
You see what my point, though? Is like, why can't this just be in its own place? This doesn't have to be front and center on Netflix. Like, this trailer is just on their regular YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's not even age restricted. And that's what I just don't get. Who was that old woman who was famous for being, the sex hotline, to help people with sex questions? You guys know what I'm talking about? Whoever the hell that woman was. But that was like its own thing, right? You had to go seek that out. It wasn't just like, while your kids are watching Saturday morning cartoons, it's like, by the way, how to build a sex room.
What a perfect bottom and a beautiful flower.
God, and they had to end it in such a cringe way. That whole thing was just painful. See, sometimes people think that I'm just choosing to rip on gay people or trans people. No, I'll rip on straight people too. Because this whole thing, everyone involved in this, no, stop it. We don't need this on Netflix. I don't know. I guess I've just become more and more of a prude as I've gotten older. Hey, do you, Grandma, I guess. Just don't put it on TV and then have it come up in my recommended feed on YouTube. That's all I ask. I don't think that's too much to ask. Told you guys, this is the Friday cringe stream. Normally, we've got to just suffer through absolute the new age of depravity. That was old school depravity. It almost just seems quaint at this point, right? It almost just seems like, oh well, that's totally normal. It's like conservatives in the year 2040 are just going to be like, well, fine, you can trans the kids, but just leave the dog alone. You know? Gosh, I want to go back to 2030 values here. I mean, that's the thing that conservatives would have been mad about that, in the 90s. But here we go. It's just like, oh, no, this is totally normal. Not in my country. I'll be damned if that's... All right, Cringe Train part... What is this, part 4, 5? I don't know. Is everyone aware of the people crying about Ben Shapiro at the what was it, a podcaster convention? This is hilarious. And also cringe in its own right. And Daily Wire, man, they played this perfectly, or they made this video about it. This is fantastic. Sorry, sound on. Try again.
Yesterday afternoon, Ben Shapiro briefly visited the PM22 Expo. Though he was not registered or expected, we take full responsibility for the harm done by his presence.
Imagine thinking that somehow, like, you write something like that and thinking that you're not the one who's a pearl-clutching conservative. I mean, they still think that the 70s and 80s Christian conservative right is still a thing. Like, they think that that's what, like, Trumpers are or whatever. But then they do stuff like this and acts like they aren't the ones who are just being total pussies.
So do I get to get a picture?
All right, 1, 2, 3.
God bless you.
Hey, thank you.
We agreed to sell the Daily Wire a first-time booth based on the company's large presence in podcasting. The weight of that decision is now painfully clear.
It's painfully clear. Can you believe this? Yeah, Fisher, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, is the populist right. But, they think that, like, small group of... it's like they always talk about, like, the... as if it's still a huge thing, like the evangelist Christian right Republicans, that they were so stuffy. I mean, they don't like black people and black people's music, and they think it's offensive. We're the woke liberals. We know what's going on. And then this little Jewish man walks into the room, stands around for about 20 minutes, and they're losing their minds and having to think about how they're going to be able to deal with the fallout of this event for the rest of their lives, knowing that they allowed this to happen. This, like you said, this 5'6" Jewish man walked in. He stood at a booth and took photos with people. How will they ever be able to rectify this horrible injustice? It's going to last them the rest of their lives. It's unbelievable.
All right, Ben.
event planning, the dangerous nature of the company's messaging was overlooked.
Well, that's an easy one, Blue Jay, because we just saw it. Clearly, a 5'6" Jewish man can just completely obliterate 40 liberals with facts and logic.
Those of you who called this unacceptable are right. Podcast movement has made mistakes. The pain caused by this one will always stick with us.
It will always stick with us. This all came from, and I know, this is going to be a shocker. This is going to be big, all right? There was a trans person at this event. One trans person complained, and that's the response that they got from the podcast movement group. We will never be able to apologize enough for the lasting, lifelong damage we have wrought amongst the people of this world. One trans person complained. Oh, no. Well, I guess we better start another Holocaust. Jeez.
Yeah, thanks for everything you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm excited about it. That's great. Thank you so much for coming. This is huge. Of course. Thanks a lot.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the trauma of that day? It's palpable. It oozes through the screen as you watch it. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. And of course now that podcast movement group that did the convention is apologizing to the Daily Wire. And they posted something about it, and there was it was like an email or something. Come on, guys. It's a little late for that. I would find it again, but I'm not exactly sure where it is. The post from the transgender individual who was literally traumatized. Literally, you guys. This trans masculine non-binary something or other was literally traumatized when Ben Shapiro walked in. You don't have to be that openly anti-Semitic, okay? You can tone it down a bit. It's just relax, all right? Yeah, I'm looking pretty cool. I don't know if I could find it again. It was definitely worth looking. I should have pulled it up before we started the stream. Oh, I don't know. I didn't think about pulling up the original. Oh, maybe... Ben Shapiro probably... I bet you he posted it. He probably retweeted it. They like took a picture of him from afar. We're like, oh my gosh. There he is! The little Jewish man bringing in facts and logic. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to move on. I can't find it. Jeez, Ben Shapiro tweets a lot. You think he has a crew that does it for him? I don't know. Damn. Thought I was going to be able to find it. I guess it's not that important. It's just funny. Of course, it was a transgender person who. Oh, I think it's because they deleted the tweets. But here's a screen cap of it. Here we go. Tal from Podmov. I don't know. At Pod. Oh, they're at Podcast Movement, I guess. Tal is the person. Yeah, like this posted a picture of Ben Shapiro from far away. Look at him. Look at him. He's just standing there. Menacingly. Oh, man. He's just standing there. Menacingly. So they said, hey, Podcast Movement, what the fuck? As a trans person, as a queer person, as someone with a uterus, this does not make me feel welcome. This does not make me feel safe. Oh my God. Imagine being literally traumatized. And this is where they try to say, we didn't know he was going to be there. And in fact, they told he was not going to be there. Turns out that's not exactly true, but... Oh, here we go. Restricting supplies because I don't have time to moderate them. Man, imagine moderating your replies on Twitter. What a loser. Well, I mean, you could already say just imagine being trans, but I would never say that because that would be definitely too bigoted of a thing to say. And if there's one thing I've never been accused of, it's being a bigot or a transphobe. Not me. Couldn't be. Then who? All right. To keep the cringe train rolling. We haven't done this one in a little while. But it's time for another As Read by Swamp Johnson. And man, I've been so excited to share this with you guys since I found it. This might be the greatest piece of journalism in the last 100 years. This is some good stuff, man. We're gonna find out the true story of Dark Brandon. Are you ready? From USA Today, the true story of Dark Brandon. Oh, no, we got to do it again. Sorry, guys. False alarm. I can't do it without the intro. All right, let's try it again. The true story of Dark Brandon. Dark Brandon versus the Pronoun Patrol. The illustrated origin story of a Joe Biden meme. From USA Today. President Joe Biden and his fellow Democrats appear energized by a string of legislative victories, falling gas prices, and polling that suggests the midterm elections could be more competitive than previously expected. Since last October, the president has been mocked by the nickname Brandon, which bubbled up after a television reporter described chants of expletive Joe Biden, suddenly they're afraid of the F word, at a NASCAR race as the crowd sang, "Let's go Brandon." The phrase began breaking out at rallies by former President Donald Trump, and GOP politicians parroted the line regularly. But with Biden signing the Inflation Reduction Act on Tuesday, the latest in a string of accomplishments, it's a new day, and many of the left have co-opted the Brandon moniker to create memes showing the 79-year-old president as a powerful figure called Dark Brandon, and also illustrating that they know nothing about comics because that means he's a bad guy. Biden's transformation, coupled with a Republican Party that seems to have chosen culture war issues over governing, sets America up for a comic book worthy showdown that USA Today illustrator Clay Sisk and I have dubbed, drumroll please, Dark Brandon versus the Pronoun Patrol. This is that story. Chapter 1. overwhelmed by the taunts. And there's poor Joe Biden. Just getting picked on. All the Let's Go Brandons. You gotta feel bad for him. For Biden, the chants of Let's Go Brandon were overwhelming. In the early weeks of summer, things were looking grim for Biden. His poll numbers were dismal, gas prices had surged to record highs, and Democrats looked gloomily toward November midterm elections and a likely Republican wave that could cost them control of the House and Senate. Biden was taunted by critics, haunted by a cacophony of mocking Let's Go Brandon chants. Now, Chapter 2. On the ropes or just getting started? So, enter the villains of the story. As you can see here. Intimidating. Republicans thought they had him and eagerly plotted his downfall. This is from USA Today, guys. Republicans made merry at Biden's expense. Fox News pundits drooled over high gas prices and inflation. The end of Biden, it seemed, was nigh. But then, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, roiling the populace. Anti-abortion Republicans swung even harder to the right, proposing wildly unpopular and draconian bans. And then, perhaps because his detractors had said, "Let's go," one too many times, Brandon went. He went dark. Next chapter, Dark Brandon rises. They even made him look like a villain. It's worth noting here. You know, I shouldn't give my opinions. I just read the story, but the origins of all the Dark Brandon memes on Twitter are from Democrat senators and governors, and they're all from politicians, as if maybe this wasn't just an organic. Anyway. Then Dark Brandon awoke. Gas prices began falling, doling a prime GOP talking point. Biden was diagnosed with COVID-19, but while in quarantine, he ordered the killing of Al-Qaeda leader, blah, 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 Afghanistan word, some kind of towelhead. The old Biden was gone. The old Brandon was gone. Dark Brandon had arrived. Next chapter. Make way for the victories. You get Dark Brandon just kicking ass. And Dark Brandon got going. He wasn't done. Unemployment hit 3.5%, matching a 5-decade low reached just before the pandemic began, with 528,000 new jobs added in July. Biden signed the CHIPS and Science Act, boosting U.S. semiconductor production, and the PACT Act, aiding veterans exposed to toxic burn pits in foreign wars. Yeah, because that's all that was in any of those bills. Then, Congress passed the Inflation Reduction Act, a major climate, health, and tax bill, begging the question why it was called the Inflation Reduction. Oh, no, that's not what it says. That's what it should say. Climate, health, and tax bill that might do the one thing Republicans fear most: improve the lives of Americans. The polls started changing with a strong swing toward Democrats. Biden hovering at a strong 38%. Absent ideas and staggered by the arrival of Dark Brandon, some Republicans summoned the energy of scapegoating and formed ... the Pronoun Patrol. And if you're trying to make sense of this, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It makes it sound like he's fighting the radical left, the Pronoun Patrol. Anyway. Allergic to governing, some Republicans formed the Pronoun Patrol. They mocked people's identities, labeled anyone who mentioned gender identity or sexuality as groomers, and began howling about the danger of drag shows. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas told the conservative group Turning Point USA, "My name is Ted Cruz, and my pronouns are kiss my ass." Are they trying to make him sound cool? Senator Marco Rubio of Florida lambasted America's woke military on Fox News, saying, "Our civilian leaders in the Pentagon have spent the last 2 years focused very seriously on the proper use of pronouns and ensuring that we host the right number of drag queen shows at different military bases around the world." And for sources on that, watch literally any of my videos. And Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia tweeted that her preferred pronouns include only 2 genders, ban drag queen story time, and stop gender-affirming care on kids. Never mess with Dark Brandon. Oh, I'm so ready for this next chapter. Dude, that sounds intense. It made them very small. I'm not sure what... I don't know. Okay. Back in the White House, Dark Brandon let out a booming laugh. They really don't know what heroes and villains are like, do they? This is a very villain thing to do. The diminutive pronoun patrol swept the country, harassing librarians and cackling as they defied the laws of basic human decency. And here's Dark Brandon taking them out. Biden confronted the pronoun patrol. They think that's what the American people want? Cruelty? I'll win using a little thing my pop called governing by the power of Scranton. Dark Brandon breathed in the pronoun patrols. Oh, wow, I totally read that wrong. I don't even know how to pronounce this word, guys. I need to get better at this. Volminu. So they breathed in their bad air and then blew it back at them, wishing them away on waves of their own hypocrisy. Fantastic. And blew them away with governing. Governing. Thank you to the chat. I now know how to say this. Voluminous. We're not editing that out either when this goes up later. The pronoun patrol was no match for Dark Brandon. But this is not the end. He knows his Republican foes will keep coming for him. But next time they come for Dark Brandon, they better bring more than malarkey. Never mess with Dark Brandon. This is surely an instant classic that will be read to children in this nation for decades to come. Thank you, Dark Brandon, and thank you, USA Today. Hell yeah. Are you not pumped for Dark Brandon? That was actually pretty hard to get through, man. I tried to play it as straight as possible, but man. Man. Good stuff. Yeah, that's the best part that they're trying to say, and I've seen other articles about this too. When did you ever see when did Fox News write articles about God Emperor Trump memes and talk about the rise of the God Emperor Trump meme? They didn't need to, because people knew what the meme was. This just screams desperation on a level that I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, this is brutal. And like I said, I actually went and I tried to find some of these memes because that's a mark of a popular meme, is that doing what I do, I had never come across a Dark Brandon meme. And I follow a bunch of lefty accounts on Twitter to look for content. I've never seen it. Never seen a Dark Brandon meme. But I kept looking, and all I could find was that it was people like I said, like prominent Democrats started posting these to their accounts as if they were trying to flood the market with Dark Brandon memes, and everyone just said, "Listen, you're not going to make this happen." Because even the people who like Biden don't like him enough to post a meme, especially one that makes no sense. Dark Brandon? When I first heard of Dark Brandon, I thought it meant like right-wingers. You know, they had come up with the Let's Go Brandon meme, and it was like this doddering old fool. Haha, fuck Joe Biden, his name's Brandon, ha ha ha. And then when I saw Dark Brandon, I thought, well, maybe this is going to be referring to, like, you think, like, don't get lulled into a false sense of security. Brandon does terrible, terrible things. You know, like it was going to be like his, botched withdrawal from the Middle East or something like that. And like, this is actually Dark Brandon. He's a bad dude. But no, Dark Brandon is supposed to be good Brandon. I don't get it. But I guess that's why they just call me a stupid Trump tard or something, because... And all those pictures, tell me that doesn't look like... I mean, how is this trying to make Joe Biden look like a superhero? That's a villain. And Dark Brand? I mean, that makes no sense. And really, they took it from the Dark MAGA meme, which was a meme that didn't ever really go that far anyway. I'm not sure how many people even saw Dark MAGA, but they didn't even come up with dark by themselves. And then they totally missed the point of Dark MAGA. Classic left can't meme. Oh, Biden. You gotta just feel sorry for him at some point. They actually wrote The Power of Scranton. I'm surprised they didn't mention Corn Pop. But that would actually be good writing, right? And then Dark Brandon, in the middle of his battle with the Pronoun Patrol, said, "I will dispatch you as easily as I did Corn Pop." And he was a bad dude. But I think maybe they try to stay away from the Corn Pop thing. God, and these were made by an actual... This is Illustrator for USA Today. I mean, God. How out of touch can you be to think this was a good idea? Alright guys, if you enjoyed the story of Dark Brandon, and you wish to see more Dark Brandon content in the future, drop a super chat. We'll keep the Dark Brandon meme alive. The Swamp community will single-handedly keep the Dark Brandon meme alive. On to the next one. Cringe Friday keeps going. And it's another USA Today. Man, I didn't plan on that, but... LGBTQ students share their plans, fears for new school year amid growing backlash. Dun, dun, dun. Quality reporting, USA Today. First Dark Brandon, now this.
The history of trans people goes back a long, long time. We have been everywhere for as long as time has existed.
Mike recently publicly came out as transgender. Well, good for you, Mike.
I myself had to overcome quite a bit this sort of imposter syndrome of like, I'm not trans.
If you saw the short, you've seen this clip before, but look at his face when he says this. Look how happy he is with himself. I had to overcome quite a bit, and that means something because I said it.
The history of trans people goes back a long, long time. We have been everywhere for as long as time has existed.
Of course, and that comes from a trans person, so you know it's true.
I myself had to overcome quite a bit this sort of imposter syndrome of like, I'm not trans enough, I'm making it up. None of that is true. Those things that society is telling you are not true. You know yourself, you can trust yourself, and you deserve to feel at home.
None of that means anything, so that was just a bunch of gobbledygook. But it's the same thing in the Drag Kings video that I did. They love to say this. We've been around for forever. And I guess I'm just supposed to trust that you know that because you claim to be trans, I guess? I mean, it's just a claim with no evidence. But even if it's true, it doesn't do what you think it does. It doesn't validate anything about trans people.
Feel at home.
Says, but as more people are publicly coming out, states across the country introducing and passing anti-LGBTQ bills. Some of these bills restrict access to health care or participation in school sports. Dun, dun, dun.
A lot of those ideas come from very, very bad faith places. It's very dangerous to engage.
I hope we'll get some kind of explanation from Mike on what he means and what is it from very, very bad faith places. So let's see if we get an explanation for this.
Come from very, very bad faith places. It's very dangerous to engage with ideas like that and with the people spreading those ideas. It's dangerous for me personally, as a trans person, to try to engage with somebody who would prefer I not exist.
Man, tell me you don't know anything about the other side without telling me you don't know anything about the other side. What an idiot. I mean, come on. Should anybody... This is how weird we are now in this country is after this guy said this right here...
Places. It's very dangerous to engage with ideas like that and with the people spreading those ideas.
It's very dangerous to engage with ideas like that and the people spreading those ideas. If we had more sane people in this country, you would go, okay, Mike, get the fuck out of here. Oh no, I can trust you're coming from a good faith place by saying that I shouldn't even talk to people who disagree with you. Oh, brilliant. I mean, that's your argument? Well, just trust me. They're coming from a bad faith place. They would prefer that I don't exist, and don't go listen to them to see if that's what they actually say. Just take my word for it because they're operating in bad faith. Mike, I think the estrogen injections have affected your brain.
It's dangerous for me personally, as a trans person, to try to engage with somebody who would prefer I not exist. Trans youth are incredibly vulnerable, especially right now. They deserve to be protected. They're children. And children deserve to be who they are.
Don't you just love random shit? I mean, just spout platitudes. It's great. Just say, be yourself. Oh, yeah. It didn't work on me when I heard the hippies doing it, and it doesn't work on me when I hear your, God, I don't even know what to call you. Your hormone deficient ass. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. But to continue the cringe, the best part about this article. So that's basically what the first few paragraphs say, is what he said in that. And it's, there's all these places with anti-trans bills and blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're still calling it the Don't Say Gay bill. So, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about their opinion. But this is where it gets interesting. USA Today asked LGBTQ students across the country for their thoughts about the new school year. This is what they told us. I feel like I'm continuing as read by Swamp Johnson. Chapter 1, Speaking Up for Others. As a gender-fluid person, Johnson, no relation, 17, recognizes the importance of using his voice for those in need for the upcoming school year. Johnson, who goes by he, she, or they, oh man, will be president of the Queer Student Alliance at his Denver High. For him, this is him, by the way. For him, senior year of high school will be about advocating for LGBTQ students, as it should be. Math, science, history, be damned. We need to be advocating for LGBTQ. They don't get enough attention, really. I mean, no one talks about them. He said he plans to create a safe space for the LGBTQ students on his campus, in part because of a lack of counselors at the school. And you know what's really triggering me? Apparently, this fine young person goes by he, she, or they. And thus far, and I've made a video about this from another TikToker who has confirmed this, because they also go by all pronouns. The fact that they haven't changed up the pronouns throughout this whole thing is very disturbing. It's very triggering. I think we need a safer place for queer students so that they can just have an area to relax. There's nowhere for gay people to hang out, really, is the point here. He grew up in a family that was supportive. Well, Johnson, you've already ruined your whole argument here. His mother allowed him to explore his identity. He used to play dress up with his sister's clothes and would have tea parties and fashion shows. Clearly transgender. I was very feminine within my family setting, and I guess that carried over to the school and with my friends. It was nice to be raised without traditional gender roles. Right. Oh, and here's the thing that tells you everything you need to know. I hope they can notice my journey and activism. That is the most true thing I've ever seen. That's the most true statement that any LGBTQ activist has ever said. I just hope they notice me. That's why I'm doing this. Notice me. Come on. Notice me. Chapter 2. Sharing a new gender. For Glenn, 17, who is starting his senior year in Maryland, going back to school means an opportunity for a fresh start on a new campus with a new identity as a transgender male. Who would have thought? Look at Glenn. Who could have seen this coming? Glenn came out as non-binary. Well, wait. Transgender, non-binary. Okay. Non-binary 3 years ago. Until he realized who he really was more recently. 6 months ago, he began hormone treatments to complete his transition. He said his old school in a conservative part of the state didn't feel inclusive for LGBTQ students. Yeah, well, Glenn definitely looks happy, that's for sure. Glenn. That's one thing that cracks me up is imagine getting to choose your own name as you change genders and you choose Glenn. I mean, look at this face and say Glenn and then tell me you're not going to laugh and cringe at the same time. Well, and you would think that since they're just being themselves, you wouldn't see all these different changes because they're born this way. I mean, how can you change multiple times? Does your biology change? I don't know. But that also then begs the question why you need hormones. Okay, that's all. We all know this is moronic. 6 months ago, he began hormone treatments to complete his transition. He said his old school. Okay, yeah, I read that part. He said he hopes his new school will provide a different experience. I'm excited because the school I will attend now is diverse. Yes. And there are many different people. Not everyone looks the same. I couldn't imagine meeting a 17-year-old who sounds like this. That sounds like something a child would say after their parents told them to say it. Listen, I'm excited to go there because it is good. There are things there that I like. I mean, listen, does this strike you as someone who's a healthy 17-year-old? I'm excited because the school I will attend now is diverse, and there are many different people. Not everyone looks the same. As a transgender young man, he said he is concerned about restrictions on gender-affirming care emerging across the country. Doesn't affect me, but it's alarming. Afraid of being bullied, Chapter 3. For Daniel, 15, the new school this year means a big change, shifting from middle school to high school. And you're just going to make that shift harder by adding all this nonsense in here. As a trans youth, he said he fears that he could be the target of bullying and discrimination. USA Today, why did you write this article? This is stupid. My school district has been supportive. Again, then what are we here for? Everyone keeps saying, if you notice that, all three of these kids so far have said that they come from supportive areas with supportive schools, but they're still afraid of some existential thing that's not happening. My school district has been supportive, and I never had a problematic teacher. No kid would say that. I've never had a problematic teacher. God, it's programming. It's brainwashing. But talking to my friends, there are many transphobic and homophobic people at the new school. Based. Daniel, maybe you'll get whipped into shape. Searching for gender-neutral bathrooms. Look at this person. Never stood a chance. Scott over here never stood a chance. Scott Jones. Hey, a normal white guy name that I can read. 17. I'm not very diverse. I'm sorry. Said he is concerned about the lack of support for the LGBT. They're all concerned about it, but then say, but I'm in a very supportive place. Jones, who is gay, said he hopes to change that for others. I feel as though I missed key information here. Scott Jones, 17, said he is concerned about the lack of support for LGBTQ youth in the Maryland school system, where he will be a senior this year. Jones, who is gay, said he hopes to change that for others. Okay, without the context, I thought I was reading that he hopes to change being gay for others. As part of his Gay Straight Alliance Club at his school in Aberdeen, he plans to advocate for gender-neutral bathrooms and locker rooms this year. Oh, he doesn't even need gender-neutral bathrooms, but he's going to advocate for it. I can't wait till we get to the part where he says that it's a very supportive place, but about 2/3 of transgender... blah, blah, blah. Gender-neutral bathrooms and locker rooms should always be a choice, but not all schools have them. Scott Jones, you sound like an old-school cartoon or a comic book character with that name. and yet you ruined it. Wasted potential, Scott Jones. Okay, on transgender sports, Jones says, yes, I understand that a teenage boy transitioning to being a girl might have an advantage. Well, Jones, you are ahead of the curve because, no. Most people disagree with you on that. Jones, that's transphobic. But it is normal for people to want to play sports, especially transgender teenagers. They just want to be normal teenagers. I'm not even going to try to say this person's name. We got Nix. That's all I got. Revealing a new name. Of course, someone who lives in, Salt Lake City, this normal ass place, is like, I'm going to make a new name, and if people can't say it, I'm going to be angry. And then they choose this. Nix. I'm not even trying it. 16, who uses they and them pronouns, is excited to start this. Why? Clown World. Clown World. Oh, here's the sad part, okay? Until the end of the year, 7 teachers didn't use my new name, they said. An exception was a former art teacher they were close to. How close? Because this person now identifies as not having gender. I'm just saying. I didn't tell my other teachers because I thought that would be too much work. What? You didn't even tell them your name? And you're bitching about it to USA Today that they didn't use it? Get out of here, Nix. You're now nixed from this story. Get out of here. They hope teachers at their new school, where they will share their new name from day one, will be understanding from the outset. You didn't even give them a chance, Nix. Nix. Man. It ain't right. Cringe Fridays. I'll have to make this a regular... One Friday a month will be Cringe Fridays. And if you have been in the Discord, you will remember this. You can't end Cringe Fridays without going over my new favorite my new favorite YouTube account. The Queer Kiwi. 325,000 subscribers. This is it, guys. This is the part where you're gonna cringe until you die. This is where no one's gonna be able to hang on. Dude, if you've been in the Discord, I sent some of her videos in the Discord. Man. This is classic feminist YouTube videos. You know, back when the bedroom feminists were on YouTube and it was all these like teenagers and early 20s girls who had crazy colored hair and stuff, and they were making they were making all this feminist content, and then they successfully got bullied off the internet. Well, some of them have not been bullied off of YouTube, and they just keep going. And oh shit. So which one should we start with? Please stop gendering everything? Conservative self-owns? The women against women's rights? Man. You can't go wrong, actually, with any of these. Take TikTok away from straight couples. Ma'am, that's not what feminism is. Dude, these are classic. Classic. This really does take me back. It's like this is like 10 years ago, YouTube. I'll do the straight couples one, but I have a feeling that we're probably going to agree with her that these videos are cringy because everything on TikTok is cringy. But I'm sure that she'll be just as cringy, if not more, than the straight couples.
Greetings, guys, girls, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I hope you were well, and I hope you were fighting.
Kiwi, please wash your hair. I mean, damn. And I'm not making fun of the colors. I'm just, damn. The grease. Wow.
There's a lot to be fighting for. I am here again in temporary location number 1 because I am still stuck in London with
I'm currently wanted by the police,
which is
oh no.
super, super fun. I really love that for me. Hopefully next time you see me, I will actually be in New Zealand. That'd be really cool. I'd really like to.
I'm sorry, I don't really care about the
see
vlog
my family
part.
again, understand and agree with that. So if you're not Australian, you're not a Kiwi, just don't mention it. Anyway.
Okay, come on,
so
Kiwi.
with your flag of choice.
By the way, all of her videos are like 18 to like 36 minutes long. Every single one of them.
And then there's one with a Kiwi with the little cute frog friend.
Listen, she has merch and she probably makes money off of it. Not cool. Not cool, man. 325,000 subscribers. I'm just going to be upset about this for a second. Just going to be jealous. Just give me 2 seconds. All right, here we go.
It's going towards a good cause. You're supporting myself. You're supporting a small.
Okay, we get it.
I am giving you a warning right now that you might want to not watch this. You might want to leave. You came for the ad, right? You just came for the ad. You don't actually want to watch the video.
And people complain that my intros are too long. Damn, lady. Damn.
I'm giving you a warning. This is your warning. Okay, I've warned you.
So, tell me, what's it like being fucking blind?
So...
See, everything on TikTok is cringe.
Listen, this one's easily the best one. We're easing into it. But I just have a problem with the idea of people using like fat as an insult to themselves or to others. You know what I mean? Like, it is a big problem.
No fat shaming, body positivity only.
It is fat phobic, like being like, I'm fat, and having your boyfriend being like, no, are you blind? As though being fat is like the worst thing and it's a bad thing. It's not. We should stop using fat in a derogatory way. We should stop using it as like something that you have to be like, no, you're not. No, you're beautiful, because
hey, we get it, lady. Move on.
You can be fat and beautiful. Those two things can and do coexist. So we need to stop being like, I'm fat, and having people be like, no, you're not. This is not a problem. It's a body type, and it's not something that we need to tell people that they aren't. You know what I mean? Like, it's unimportant.
Anyone who actually gives a shit about themselves would always like to be less fat and more in shape. Always. Always. That's just, come on, get out of here.
And being fat doesn't mean you aren't beautiful. Like, this girl isn't fat. That is just true. But we don't need to talk about it in a negative light and use it as a way to insult ourselves. This is just a weird TikTok. It's got weird energy. I don't like it. So this one's getting a, compared to the others, I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10. Seems like a really high rating, but it's gonna have to be the middle of the road, purely based off of what you're about to see.
I gotta turn off the music. They're gonna get me in trouble for that.
Wrong with this one. One, I don't understand.
Why? I mean, this is just TikTok cringe. Why this specifically has to do with straight couples, I don't really know. This is like half the shit that's on TikTok. Luckily, I have the algorithm for me on TikTok gives me the specific kind of cringe that I want, and so it doesn't give me this because damn, it's that is super cringy. But I have a feeling that the reason I don't like it is not going to be the same reason that she doesn't like it.
Understand why we need to be posting this on TikTok. What's going on? What are you doing? Why are you having like this weird intimate moment and then putting it on TikTok? I don't need to see you just like standing there with your boyfriend like caressing your body. It makes me slightly uncomfortable, and I would rather you not put that. I
had no idea she was so conservative.
I would just rather you not, you know? I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Do it off camera. Why did you need to share this? What was the purpose?
What do you think the odds are that she would say the same thing about it if it was lesbians or trans people or gays?
And also, why is straight TikTok just using blood, sweat, and tears now? What's going on? I know they're like the most popular boy band at the moment, and everyone...
Oh, I wouldn't know that. This one's going too slow for me. Let's see. We gotta find some good ones. I mean, they're all good, but that's the problem. Like I said, it's 25 minutes long. I mean, Jesus, woman. And half of it's the intro. Oh, conservatives can't meme. Let's do that. I started watching this one.
Greetings, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. We are now...
We're skipping the intro.
And use the link in my description, or go to joyandhoney.com.
Just wash your hair. It's not hard.
/queerkiwi. Thank you so much, Honey, for sponsoring today's video. Let's get on to the memes. College sophomore. Eat the rich. The house they grew up in, and it's a nice house. I really don't think people quite
Nailed it. And I just realized it's kind of cutting off the screen, so I'll have to do it this way. That's a classic one. That's a classic meme. That's been around for years. That's a great meme. And you know what? You know why she hates it? Because that's the house she's sitting in right now.
Grew up in, and it's a nice house. I really don't think people quite understand what the eat the rich thing means. It doesn't mean eat the people who make a good living and can like afford luxuries. It means the billionaires, the people who exploit thousands of people. It's the people who hold a majority of the world's wealth. It's people like Bezos or Zuckerberg or Gates. It's the people who like hoard all the money and hold all of it and exploit the people below them. They're the people we're talking about because they have the means to pay their workers, and yet they don't because they're assholes and they hoard money because they're bad people. That's who we're talking about.
I love it when your argument is just that, you know, hey, they're meanies, bro. Yes, thank you.
We don't care about you. If you make like 300 grand a year, good for you. I don't care. We're not talking about you. You can carry on living your like nice little luxurious life. That's fine. But when you're earning like millions of dollars a year, yeah, I'm gonna be pissed. Pay your workers. Donate all of it. You know, you don't need that much money. That's who we're talking
these talking points are so tired, man.
about. We're not talking about you. You're not the main character. Back of this pickup truck. I can't wait to grow up and be a Biden supporter like my daddy. Bruh.
First of all, this isn't a meme. This is something that a redneck, a badass redneck who drinks RC Cola, apparently, put on the back of his truck as a joke. I don't really count that as a meme. It's a photo. It's a screenshot. But sure.
We're in some dude's ass. Looking for a woman that likes to suck but not swallow. I need her to help me siphon gas. Okay. Right. So, homophobia. First and foremost.
I love how these people just can't... Humor is not a thing that they do. It's just, there's no way. Humor? Not even close. So, homophobia?
Almost. I never understand this because I guess they're homophobic, so they see being gay as like the worst thing ever. But the fact that people use gay as like
it's a joke,
an
dude.
insult, they're like, Biden supporters are all gays. And what? Why is that the worst thing you can think of? If gay is the worst insult you can come up with, that's quite...
It's not an trying to explain humor to a person like this I mean, you might as well be trying to explain how a combustion engine works to your cat. They just will have no idea what you're talking about.
That's quite sad because literally there's nothing wrong with being gay. I don't care. You call me gay? Great, cool, yeah, because I am. And if a straight person gets called gay and they get offended, that sounds like a them problem, and that's...
Gay being a bad thing isn't even the joke, you dimwit. Not even the joke. It wasn't even the joke. All right, next meme. I can't listen to this anymore.
This is appalling. This is appalling. So this is each quadrant of the political compass's ideal girlfriend. Authoritarian right is a Latina. Very Catholic, very aggressive and possessive, will murder you if you cheat, wants 4 kids minimum. Libertarian right. High cultural emphasis on education and work ethic, hates communists for taking over her homeland, cheap if you're gonna go the mail order route. Libertarian left, socially progressive, hates the government, wants communities to run themselves, okay with very kinky race play. Authoritarian left. Slavic, very collective, post-Soviet era, turned out shit, so willing to give it a second shot, slightly anti-Semitic. This is so fucked, man.
What? That's fantastic. That's brilliant.
It's so gross. The racial stereotyping is ridiculous and gross. All black people.
Why did people... I think this is why the left, when they make memes, it's always like a dissertation full of, leftist jargon. And you're like, where's the funny? It's because they think memes are actually just like a way to convey... I don't know... ideology? I don't know. It's like, so, okay, here's the thing. And if we can't agree on this, we're not going to be able to see eye to eye. And I understand why you're upset about everything is because memes, and stay with me here, memes are supposed to be funny. That's it. I mean, that's why George Carlin is funny and Anna Gatsby is not funny. That's why classic Robin Williams stand-up was hilarious. And what's her name? I was gonna say the fat, gross feminist comedian, but that doesn't really narrow it down. Schumer. That's why Schumer's not funny.
Are libertarian left and all Latina people are authoritarian right. Like, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you got me. That's what I was saying. Amy Schumer.
Bro, the stereotyping is disgusting and this whole thing is so objectifying and gross. Stereotyping people into like boxes is so problematic and so unhelpful and just like, bro, fuck off. Shut up. You're not funny. It's not cool. It's not funny. You just look like an ignorant asshole because you are.
Wow. I mean, listen to her try to talk through it, about... Oh, it's classic. Dude, this is classic bedroom feminists, man. This is like when Bering was in his prime, was when he was reacting to these videos. And, Drunken Uncle and all those, like, that's when they were in their prime, is when these videos were all over YouTube. Fantastic. I can't believe this person's been able to keep going. I mean, these videos, she just posted something today. It's impressive.
You are an ignorant asshole, but like, keep it to yourself next time. The student debt crisis solved. 1, you took out a loan. 2, pay it back. And then they captioned it with, but I want to buy blue hair dye. Bro, do you understand how the problem, firstly, is that you have to take out a loan in the first place. That in itself is a big problem. You shouldn't have to take out a loan to pay for your education, especially not a loan as big as you have to already. Like, in a lot of places in Europe, uni is very, very affordable. I remember learning in French class at high school that uni was like only a few €100 a year in France. And I don't know if that's changed since then, but as far as I'm aware, that's how it was. When my mom went to uni, she didn't have to take out a student loan.
Holy shit, I think my brain's gonna explode. Let's try the next one.
Since I left, and I finally finished. My graduation ceremony is in 2 weeks. Anyway.
Of course you're a college graduate. Of course you are. You're probably going to become a teacher, too.
Hopefully, if it can happen because of COVID, but yeah. In Northern Florida, when you ask for milk in your coffee, they just put milk in. There's no long discussion about, do you mean oat milk or soy? Come on. Or even almond, chalk water. Milk means milk. It's civilized down here.
Hell yeah, dude. Now that's funny. And you see, queer Kiwi, I'm allowed to say that because it's in the name. If you didn't get through this whole thing that it's a joke, you know, if you did by chalk water, like you didn't get that, definitely the last bit there, milk means milk, it's civilized down here, clearly shows that it's a joke. No one seriously writes that.
No long discussion about, do you mean oat milk or soy? Come on. Or even almond, chalk water. Milk means milk. It's civilized down here. Well, technically milk is like... milk is like breast milk, cow's milk, goat's milk. They're all technically milk. You're specifying cow's milk, but that is not the only type of like real milk.
Oh, it's interesting to watch this because it's like, wow, this is the thoughts that go through people's heads when they see these types of things on the internet.
That exists. And I've never been to a place where if you ask for milk, they ask you to specify, unless it's like a vegan place that only serves alternative milks, and then they're going to ask you to specify. Usually when you say...
It's a pseudo-intellectual thing where they just think that... They think that going through all these things in their brain right after reading what is clearly a joke somehow means that they're smart. Because in college, the only thing they learned was how to keep talking without actually saying anything. So it's just, the words just keep coming, and you're like, but you have not said anything.
Say milk, it is automatically dairy milk. Is that... I've never experienced otherwise, but I also have been ordering alternative milk for the past 5 years, so I don't know, maybe it's changed.
Oh my God,
which is great.
woman.
I'm glad that it's changed. It doesn't take that much effort for you to just say cow's milk. Like, it's not that hard.
That wasn't
just,
even
like,
the
deal
point
with
of it.
People are trying to better the planet and animal treatment, so it's a good thing. I don't know why you think it makes people, like, soft and feminine or, like, whatever.
Literally didn't even say that. Dude said nothing about that. He said it's civilized down here. He didn't say anything about being soft or feminine. But it is telling that when you see the word civilized, you think the opposite of masculine, though.
You know, don't tell them that. I'm sure they'd lose their fucking shit if they knew that. But, like, I don't get the big deal. Like, just get over it, man. Just get over it. Oat milk?
He's not upset about it. It's a joke, lady. Someone get a rubber mallet and just start beating her over the head with it and see if she figures it out. A blow-up rubber mallet, not a, you know. Don't hurt her. I'm just saying, you know, get one of those blow-up mallets that squeaks when you hit someone with it. See if she then understands comedy. Okay, hit her in the face with a pie. See if she then gets comedy.
Tastes better. And it is better. It's better for you. It's better for the planet. It's better for everyone.
Oh my God. She talked about that for so long. About milk.
When I was a kid, I hope everyone had a good recess. It's time for maths. Teachers now. Whiteness is privilege. Now who's ready to hear about my sexuality? No? What are you... Have you... My guy, this is not a thing that happens in any school. Why...
Oh... Do I need to pull up, like, any video I've ever made? It's funny to me when people act like this, where they go, that's just a conservative talking point. That's just what a right-winger says. That doesn't happen. And I'm just sitting here like, am I a joke to you? Do you know how many videos I've made about this? You have to just ignore everything to really believe that doesn't happen. Hey, brother, this is not an American. I mean, Americans are really stupid, yes, but this is not an American. Just FYI. We don't take credit for this one. I mean, all the other freaking TikTok videos that I make, most of them are Americans, but not this one. Not this one.
Whitewashing of history still happens and is still a really massive issue. And I don't know if you've heard about the Don't Say Gay bill, but people are like, there's laws passing now in states of the US where, you know, you aren't allowed to talk about LGBT things at school at all, which is so fucked up. But regardless, no one is like, you still have interval and maths and shit. It's good if you're learning correct history and not the version where the white people who came and murdered a bunch of people are seen as heroes. You know? Like...
That's what they love that one too, about it's whitewashing of history, making white people seem so great. Did anyone in school not get taught that Columbus and the colonizers came to the United States and genocided a peaceful, loving group of Native Americans? Was anyone not taught that? That's what I was taught. It wasn't until later that I learned that that narrative is bullshit. But that's what I was taught in school. It's weird how you can never find any evidence of the things they talk about. I mean, go figure. It's strange.
We should be talking about how whiteness is privilege. Not in those words exactly, but like definitely should be teaching people about the history of your country and how white people ended up being in control, because it's kind of fucked up and people do need to know.
Yeah, we came here, won a war, and kicked everyone else's ass. Next.
About that. They've just implemented that in the curriculum here, I think, where you have to learn actual proper Māori history, which I learned to some degree as a kid, because my primary school, I realized when I look back at it, I went to a very progressive primary school.
Shocked. Color me shocked. Let's see. A little bit of one more. I'll tell you, her videos are so long. Oh, where's... there was one that I started watching. That was about being asexual. Or maybe that was... I don't know. But this one piques my interest. The conservative queers of TikTok.
Greetings, guys, girls, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. Today's video was inspired by me going through my old videos, and...
Yeah, I was trying to find... there was one where it was about being asexual. Maybe it was the one that was about... I don't know. Who knows, man? You would think it would show that I started watching it, but... Surely I didn't scroll that far down into her videos before I wanted to end my own life. Yeah, I don't think I did. Maybe it was this freaking weird one?
t-shirt called
Where she's upset about companies supporting Pride during Pride Month. Just because they don't do it right. No, it wasn't this one. I don't know, man. There's too much cringe to go around for this. Oh, here it is. I'm totally blind.
Greetings, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you are well, and I hope that you are fighting, because there is a lot to be fighting for. I am here today with a video that has been long requested from me. It's something a little bit more wholesome, because I need some healing. You need some healing. We all need some healing. And so, yeah, I'm gonna do something a little bit different today, and that is going through the Reddit, which is r/AC. There is not very much representation for asexual people.
You gotta love a minority group inside a minority group. That's how you know you're super oppressed and therefore important.
It's cute. Anyone else go through the occasional phase? It must be, you know, yeah, it's kind of right. Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. So I met this girl last night and she goes, I'm asexual. So I say, no way, me too. She and I are now best friends. Sorry, man. Wholesome. That's cute. That's very cute.
Oh, that's a meme, huh? I skipped the first one. That's a meme, huh?
Yeah, so let's share the asexual love. Wanting the A to stand for ally instead of asexual is like wanting the B in BLT to stand for bread instead of bacon. That's actually a very good way of phrasing that. That's a really good point. I've never thought to put it like that, but that's like, yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Dude, that is so spot on. That is like completely exactly right. Totally.
Absolutely correct. So I met this girl last night and she goes, I'm asexual. So I say, no way, me too. She and I are now best friends. Sorry, man. Wholesome. That's cute. That's very cute. I really enjoyed that meme. That's really lovely. I feel
it's not a meme though. It's not a meme.
Feels like until maybe one day you're like, hold on, am I not feeling the thing? Are we meant to be thinking that? No,
oh God. All right. I forgot about this. I made it about halfway through this when I was looking for videos. She's gonna explain asexuality and asexual relationships. This might be the last thing that we do for Cringe Friday, because this is bad, man. This is bad. If you have pity for me for having to watch all these to find the good ones to show you guys, send me a super chat, support the channel however you can, and of course join the Discord. I think I might play some games later. I don't know. We'll see. It's always on the table.
I think there are a lot more asexual people than
right,
we realize,
Learn about
but
asexual
asexuality
people.
is a very complicated and nuanced thing, right? There's so many different like flavors of asexual, you know? So it's really hard to be able to reflect on yourself and figure it out, because a lot of people have romantic attraction but no sexual attraction, or you know, if sexual attraction is not something you've ever experienced but you've been told you're meant to, you might get that confused with romantic attraction or aesthetic attraction. Like, you don't know what sexual attraction feels like until maybe one day you're like, hold on, am I not feeling the thing? Are we meant to be thinking that? And that's why I read it's like, this is good, because sometimes people can figure stuff out by reading the memes, you know? Anyway, it's cute. Anyone else go through the occasional phase where toast and butter is just the tastiest creation on the planet and you have to restrain yourself from eating an entire loaf of bread in 10 minutes? Or is it just me? My favorite thing about this subreddit is the amount of memes that are just about bread. More specifically, garlic bread. I don't know why that's a thing, but I love that that's a thing. I love that that's something you have. It's brilliant. I love it. Garlic bread is better than people. I mean, you're not wrong. Where's the lie? My problem with this one though is this one's not garlic bread. This is just bread with butter, and what? I am morally opposed to that. I really don't like butter on my bread. I don't put it on my bread. I don't put it on my toast. You can eat the butter with the spoon. I'll shovel the bread into my mouth. Teamwork. my biromantic lesbian ass, my asexual boyfriend, loving each other without having sex, and then friggin' equal, having a good time. I've never considered this relationship dynamic before, and I think it's really cool that people...
Wait, this is a relationship dynamic? God, dude, this is... Holy shit, dude. My biromantic lesbian ass, my asexual boyfriend loving each other without having sex. Can you imagine walking around the world and these are the thoughts that are in your head?
And then
what? Damn.
Equal, having a good time. I've never considered this relationship dynamic before, and I think it's really cool that people like do this and make it work, because I think that having like different romantic and sexual attraction is not something that people talk about enough, and so a lot of people must feel really invalid in that. Being like a biromantic lesbian must be really difficult because like you're gonna be invalidated by so many people. It must be really hard to figure out and come to terms with and like be accepted for, and finding like a partner who's also understanding of that is also really cool. And I love that this is a thing that people are exploring and able to like have fulfilling and satisfying relationships. So I'm really happy that you found
walking around on a day-to-day basis and these are the thoughts that are in your head. I mean, wow. How can you talk for 14 minutes and communicate no information? Well, that's not entirely true. Talk for 14 minutes and only communicate one thing. That you are very clearly someone who is not well. Dude, this video is cringe is off the charts, man. Holy crap.
A partnership that works, and it's really cool, and I'm sure is really like helpful and inspiring for other like people with differing romantic and sexual attractions to see that they are able to actually date all the people they're attracted to and don't necessarily have to have sex with them in order to have a fulfilling relationship. I think it's really cool, and I love that for you. I think a lot of people, you know, think that sex is like a requirement for a relationship to be fulfilling, and that isn't true. Obviously,
your obsession with sex is so clear that you can't even fathom a relationship that doesn't have sex without having to explain that it's a relationship without sex.
You can have a sexless relationship and have it be completely fulfilling, and that is totally cool. For starters, some asexual people do not mind having sex, and they will have sex. They just don't feel sexual attraction, you know? They don't have like the desire to have sex, but they're not like opposed to sex. That's not everyone. That's some people. Obviously, in this relationship, that's not happening because she's not into men, not sexually into men, which is completely valid. Fair enough. But if you are in a relationship with someone and you are one partner who wants to have sex and are with someone who doesn't, that's cool. But if you are with someone who is not interested in sex, but you are and want just...
What is going on? She's like the malfunctioning fembot from the short recently about the no more comments. She just keeps saying sex and partners and interested and not interested and just keeps saying them over and over again and thinking that she's communicating. And we're skipping this part because I just remembered that she has a sponsor in this video and she goes through the sponsor for like over a third of the video. Actually, yeah, over a third of the video. And it's basically an OnlyFans alternative. It's the sponsor for this.
To talk about sex in relation to asexuality, because that is an underrepresented part of the asexual community. People seem to put asexual as meaning one thing, and that's like sex repulsed, and that's just not true for probably would be a majority of the asexual community, but I can't speak on that myself, obviously. But if it's something that's upset you, please let me know, and I will just make note of that in the future. Yesterday, I found out milkshakes mean...
where it's Patrick and he's got like the dazed look. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I feel watching this person. Like the one where he's got like the dumbfounded look on his face and like sparks are coming off his brain and he's just like, what? I don't know exactly what it... It's a screenshot. It's how I feel right now. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't think I have it saved.
Boobs, and I'm very distressed because I thought the song was about attracting males by sweet cold drinks made in a blender. Now, listen, when I read this yesterday, I also went through an moment.
Liar. Liar. And what an absurd lie. I'm so asexual that I didn't know that that was about boobs. Liar. You are a liar. What a weird thing to lie about to try to prove that you're asexual. Is this what happens when there's it's kind of like the first generation that really grew up with like the modern version of the internet? Is that what this is? Because you could only come up with a statement like this if you've never talked to real people in real life. This is something that will give you 59,000 notes on Tumblr. But if you said it in real life, they would just laugh at you and go, fuck off.
Made in a blender. Now, it's about milkshakes. Hetero-romantic asexuals are valid and still LGBTQ+. Heterosexual
I want to remind you that this is an asexual memes. She thinks these are memes. This is what these people think memes are. Look at this. Look at this. It's like, well, she showed that like screenshot of that tweet for conservatives can't meme, and it was a screenshot of a tweet, not a meme. But this is the perfect leftist meme right here. This is the perfect leftist meme.
Romantics are valid and still LGBTQ+. They aren't just straight, they aren't cis-hets trying to feel special, because no matter what, ace people still have to deal with so much bullshit and they deserve to be accepted as LGBTQ+.
Absolutely, I agree, because as we've discussed already,
great meme. I'm cracking up. That was hilarious. Let's hear that again. That was so funny. This is a meme right here.
I'm pretty sure we all thought it was about milkshakes.
Hetero-romantic asexuals are valid and still LGBTQ+. Heterosexual aromantics are valid and still LGBTQ+. They aren't just straight, they aren't cis-hets trying to feel special, because no matter what, ace people still have to deal with so much bullshit and they deserve to be accepted as LGBTQ+.
Absolutely.
That is a quality meme. I'm going to screenshot that. I'm saving that. I'm going to post that in the Discord every day. That is a meme for the ages. I don't even want to hear her explain that. Let's just go to the next meme. Now I'm feeling like PewDiePie. Next meme.
Alone. Welcome them with open arms, right? Because they're a part of this community too.
Shut up. Next meme.
This is the like man holding out his hand to the butterfly meme. Me. And then the butterfly is aesthetic attraction. Is this romantic or sexual attraction? This must be so confusing. It must be really hard trying to figure out your sexuality and stuff when you like, obviously if you've never experienced sexual attraction before.
It's not even trying to be funny. It's trying to make a statement about their life. It's not even making a joke about their life. Aesthetic attraction. Is this romantic or sexual attraction? What the? Hilarious. I think I'm at cringe overload. Now I'm just pissed off. You're just pissing me off now, you queer Kiwi. And why'd you have to take the word queer from us? That used to be such a great word. You queer?
Trauma or just lack of enjoying sex, you know?
It's a difficult one to figure out. Wow, it's almost like the over-sexualization of queerness is one of the reasons why asexuals, non-binary folks, and aromantics are not seen as queer enough to be a part of the community. Oh, I don't need to...
I honestly had forgotten until I saw the title that this was supposed to be memes. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can... Here.
It's a difficult one to figure out. Wow, it's almost like the over-sexualization of queerness is one of the reasons why asexuals, non-binary folks, and aromantics are not seen as queer enough to be a part of the community. Oh, I don't need to add anything to that. I think that that's just an important thing to put out there. Insert fictional...
That's what they think memes are. Things that are important to put out there. Holy shit.
Character. Ugh, they're so hot. I thought you were ace. This is what I'm talking about. You guys must get invalidated all the fucking time, and I'm so sorry. I will come freaking...
Wait. Who is this making fun of? Fictional character. They're so hot. I thought you were ace. First of all, I freaking hate that they made it ace. I thought you were asexual. Wait, is this making fun of... I don't even know who this is making fun of. I just know everyone involved in it needs to be erased from existence. Just get rid of them. That's all. Huh? Yeah, maybe that'll be we have the swamp camp meme, and maybe we'll add a find the meme, like you said. Let's play find the meme, where we'll go through leftist meme accounts and just see if we can find the memes. They really don't seem to understand what a meme is.
I thought you were ace. This is what I'm talking about. You guys must get invalidated all the fucking time, and I'm so sorry. I will come freaking punch the ace phobes when they're talking to you. People can appreciate people without being sexually attracted to them. I know, it's a fucking shocker.
That's what that meme is supposed to be? So we're supposed to be the woman on the left. We're supposed to be empathizing with her, I guess, in this meme. There is no joke. I mean, there's never any jokes. So I guess we're supposed to be empathizing with this person. Because they are asexual, but they still think someone is hot. And there's this meanie over here who has no eyes. Or maybe those are his eyes. Is this a racist meme? Is he Asian? That would make it better. I'd be like, okay, well, at least there's the joke. He's got Asian eyes. Okay. But I don't think that's the joke. So this guy, he's being the bully. And we're supposed, but there's no joke. And I love how they feel that, like I said earlier, having to explain a relationship that isn't sexual, like, you know, friends. They feel the need to explain it. That's how over-sexualized they actually are with all this shit. How important it is. Because they assume everyone else also thinks relationships only have to do with sex. So they have to go, actually, you can have relationships that are meaningful without sex. Boom. Got him. Make that a meme. Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of bummed now that there wasn't more asexual memes. I almost had a brain aneurysm in the middle of it, but by the end of it, I was having a good time. Don't forget to smash the dislike on that. There you go. Should I subscribe? Help bump up that 325,000 subscribers? Man. Oh, hey, is that a... Oh, hey, G Prime is on Timcast. Would you look at that? I guess I'll have to check that. Oh, hey, Swamp is live. Did you look at that? Inception. Should I click on it? Should I do it? The Swamp Live Inception? Get meta? I'll react to my own stream of me reacting to my own stream? What will it do? What will it do? Oh, there it goes. What will it do? Oh, there it goes.
Oh, no.
What will it do?
No, there it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, no.
What will it do?
No,
chaos. Utter chaos. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, no.
What will it do?
No,
chaos. Utter chaos. Feedback loop. All right, guys. I think that's it for Cringe Friday. I'm gonna try. Here, wait. Let me see if I can pull this off. Wait. I wanted to see if it would loop. Damn it. I couldn't quite get it to work. I wanted to see if I could make a laugh loop. All right, thank you, Fish. I appreciate it. Anybody else, if you could throw me a couple bucks, I appreciate it. Keeps the channel going since YouTube seems to always go back and forth. Sometimes they'll be like, you know, he's not that bad. And then I do a video where, I don't know, I talk about pedophiles for 45 minutes straight and how I think that they're pretty much only point of existing is to be target practice, but then they don't like that one. All right, guys. Successful ending to the first Cringe Friday. We'll have to do this again sometime. I'm sure there will be no shortage of cringe content. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? All right. Well, we got to do Try Jesus. I can't believe I forgot about it. I was all about trying to do it as many times as possible to annoy people, and now I seem to forget.
Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I fight. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I throw hands.
It's your send-off for the weekend. If someone gives you lip at the bar tomorrow, you tell them. You try Jesus, man. You don't try me.
Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I fight. I got no problem laying these hands. Try Jesus, don't try me, yes, 'cause I fight. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I throw hands. In your Bible, they talk about turn that cheek round, and for that blood, well, you don't sit right with me, yeah. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I fight.
Oh, did you actually go to his actual TikTok account? Or did you just go back and watch the other TikTok Tuesdays? Like I said, Mole is just like the purest kind of annoying. It's not even because he's like a weird leftist or a transgender. He's just annoying. I think that's what I said. He's like that little kid that would follow you and your friends around and, you know, bug your, like, it's your friend's little brother that's annoying. And he'd follow you guys around and he'd be like, fine, you can come with us. Man, you're annoying.
I got no problem laying these heads.
All right, count down from 5 and let's just do a second take to have.
I'm glad you asked. Oh, man. Brutal. All right, guys, have a good weekend. I've been doing Swamp Radio during the day on the Discord on Saturdays because I usually come out to the studio office area and spin records all day. So if you want to hear some cool records, I'll be doing that for a little bit tomorrow before Over the Legal Limit. I'll see you guys next time.